Welcome back, crew. It's been a little while, but we are jumping into Occupation Session 5. A bit of a recap for where the party is at. They decided to take a mission from the Huts and infiltrate an exchange base, kind of on the borders of Yuzon Vong space in the Hut territories. With heading to Dam Bradan, a planet that was recently conquered by the Yuzon Vong and somewhat given to the exchange, who have turned traitor and have kind of resorted to piracy and much worse against those of their former galaxy. And with that, the group has got a pretty specific mission from the Huts. They'd learned that the Erodium Mutts, an elite mercenary force, had decided to potentially take a contract uh, extensively from the exchange with the Yuzon Vong to begin fighting for both those two factions and help take control of the galaxy for the Yuzon Vong. And the Huts didn't want this to happen. So, bringing in this newly formed independent faction, they wanted the group to infiltrate the planet and send the Yuzon Vong a message that the Huts are not one to be pushed around. They wanted you to go in, can kill the commander Vec Prek, the Yuzon Vong commanding the kind of this theater of the war, and kind of send the message that the Huts are going to take this line down. But they also wanted you to potentially acquire the loyalty of the Roidian Mutts, seeing if you could twist them to taking the Hutt's offer or at the very least, abandoning the alliance with the Yuzon Vong. And with that, the group decided to make their way to Dam Bradan using the codes from a captured exchange ship. They were able to infiltrate the planet along with taking in, and I forgot all the crazy names you had for him, but the Yuzon Vong scout that you captured, whose real name was Vex Kreese, but I think he had at least 6 or 7 different names from the party by last session. The group was going to try to coerce him to helping make their way on the planet and kind of learning the lay of the land. But that was before Lord Malachi kind of what's that called? Electric lobotomy. There's a word for it, but I'm blanking on it right now. It gave him significant brain damage, and with that, you guys had to work with a adult and one that can only be roused by a specific combination of liquor as well as an adrenaline shot that C4 had. When those just have those brief moments of somewhat clarity. With that, though, you guys are able to use him to make your way on planet. It all almost did come to an end for you all when you landed on planet and decided to send the brain damaged Vex out, who was pretty afraid of you, but afraid of you without a plan. And with that, told the crew to come on board. But with some quick thinking from Vars on that side, was able to stop a firefight and just convinced them that he did suffer brain damage, but convinced him of the circumstances he suffered that brain damage. With you all telling him that you guys are able to complete your mission, destroy the new Zerkit to find the station, and that he had gotten hurt during the scuffle. With that, you guys made your way on planet and found kind of the major cantina of the city. And the city has been kind of this almost lone bastion left of kind of normalcy on this planet. The rest of the cities, the rest of the planet had been almost razed to the ground, is quickly being converted into grow yards for the Yuzon Vong to grow their ships, their materials, all the things they need for the war effort. But there's just one lone bastion of kind of civilization, we'll say, controlled by the exchange. Within the cantina, you guys found 2 soldiers from the Erodium Mutts, and with a clever distraction from Val, with a little bit of pilfering and some credits, you guys were able to start a pretty nasty bar fight that allowed you to get a chance to talk to those 2 soldiers. You guys kind of pledge your case to them and earned yourself a chance to meet with their captain Anama and kind of plead your case and see if he's willing to avoid taking the Yuzon Vong contract and potentially sign up with the Huts. With that, you guys received coordinates to where his ship was docked, but found that somebody was trailing you leaving the bar. After kind of maneuvering through and trying to lose them in a market, you found the person that was trailing you along with two others kind of blocking your way at the back of the entrance of a store. That's where we're going to pick up now. You see kind of ahead of you three figures. One of them kind of cloaked, his face kind of covered in shadow. You see very muscular, very humanoid. Two of them, kind of one in the center and one to the right of the person. Face is clear. You see one's a human, one's a Zabrak. Both of them have kind of half kind of helmets on, along with metal armor, kind of blasters at their hips. You see the one in the center kind of looks at you directly, the Zabrak, and you see on his face kind of obscured by the helmet a little bit. He does have some significant tattoos and kind of some very light mutilations that you've seen some of the exchange doing to imitate the Yuzon Vong. But you see him kind of look the four of you or five of you over. I forgot you've got old brain damage Vex along with you. But he looked the group over and he goes, "Holt, Captain wants to see you." What do you guys do?
Certainly lead the way. And I'll step to the forefront just because of how the Zabrak looks, because kind of got a similar facial feature going in, so maybe he can respect that.
You see him kind of looking over and go, "Yeah, you really went for it, didn't you? All right, well, the boss wants to see you. He wants to hear your report how to find the station fell. Uh, he's not really happy. He's getting mixed results, and he wants to know if you guys are BSing him. So, right this way."
I'm gonna kind of glance towards Vars and just quietly say, um, "We're seeing the exchange now."
Yeah. How isolated are we right here?
You guys are kind of in the. You guys went through the back of a storefront, so you're kind of like in like the warehouse piece of a store. So it's not really big. It's probably about 30 feet all around. It's somewhat isolated. Like there's no other people in here, but definitely if a firefight broke out, depending on how you guys handled it, could draw some attention.
So if we did it how we always do, what's intended to be a secret firefight? Massive explosions.
So like there's no one else around us. What's like the is it kind of open? Is it well lit, or is it kind of like what's the kind of vibe in the?
Definitely. So it is well lit. There are kind of around you guys. Like this is kind of like their storage room. So there are like racks of like you see kind of like racks like products. You do see that they've got kind of an entrance at the back or a door at the back, door at the front that you guys just came out of. And you do see kind of just kind of racks kind of scattered throughout the facility.
All right, I'll let the rational people take charge on this one.
Unfortunately, if C4 talks. Well, no, fortunately, if C4 talks, he gives away he's a droid, so he can't say a word.
See the guard look at you and go, "Come on in, Griffin, Nerfers, we don't got all day."
We certainly do not. I'll follow along, either in the front or behind bars, whoever wants to be. And keeping, I guess, the other two can keep a close eye on our Mandalorian friend, Jacob the Mandalorian. Yeah.
How tough do these guys look?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. And I mean, how long have we been talking to these fine gentlemen?
Not very long. Like it probably has probably about 5-6 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I should probably.
And you said there's what, one behind us and one in front?
Both are in front. All three are in front, I should say.
Okay, all three. Okay, gotcha.
Taking a look at them, the two in armor. I mean, they've been in some scuffles. You see, kind of some marks and battered. They look like they're professional, not crazy tough. The one to the center, or the one to the left, I should say, it's a little bit hard to read. Kind of shrouded, difficult to make out.
C4 is giving you the look, Vars. Like, say the word.
Oh, and actually, one thing I forgot you realized too. So, Malachi, you realize with your foresight, you just see a black spot for the third person. You hear speaking, you kind of hear breathing, but you don't see anything.
A black spot. Okay, so trying to not meta this, but I assume that I would know what this meant. That it's either that's not really there, like a projection, maybe illusion, or a Vong.
Yeah, also the Vong don't appear in the force, so you really can't see identifying features for them. You just can see blankness.
So this third individual is a Vong.
That's what Malachi, I believe.
Okay. How far behind these guys are we? Am I able to reasonably try to communicate this without anybody hearing?
I mean, this is a pretty small room. You could try, but they're
Nope.
pretty keenly watching you.
That'll be my first target. So let me see real quick. Nope. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold fire for a moment. As you were, sir. Following them down the hallway or into this room.
I have a plan, but only if we attack. C4 looks like he's got an ace up his sleeve.
All right.
And given his track record, that could be very bad for all parties involved.
Well, does this have to be right now? We're kind of attending to some personal business.
Boss needs you now. Why don't you kind of figure out what's going on? Intelligence isn't really giving us the full story, and we need to report out. Especially whatever happened, Criff happened to Dravik. And for those that don't remember, Dravik was a Trandoshan that was the captain of the mission.
Yeah. And with that, Vars will he's got the blade with him. He doesn't give a damn. He'll bring it up and say, Dravik didn't make it. And
That's what the ground party told the boss.
Yeah.
Not too happy about that.
Well, I'm sure Dravik was really unhappy about it. We all were. We lost a good member of the exchange that day. That's part of why we were attending some personal business.
He goes, Boss Drax doesn't want to be left waiting.
All right.
You got personal business. After he dismisses you, you can take care of it.
Okay. All right. Well, lead the way, I guess.
Perfect. So you see, the Zabrak kind of takes point. The one of the hood kind of falls to the side, to the left side of you guys. The one on the other in the mercenary gear falls to the right side of you guys, and they kind of start leading the way out the door. Or Zabrak leads the way outside the door. The other two kind of wait for you guys to go first.
What weapons are these guys carrying as we're walking forward?
You see blaster rifles on the two scouts, as well as they've got some blades kind of scattered around them too.
See if we're giving the look. Well, otherwise, it's like, hey. Gives the same look to Malachi, like, hey. No words, just like.
You guys want to literally and figuratively roll a dice on this?
Absolutely.
In a hallway, absolutely not. Also, with force sensing hounds in the vicinity, I'm pretty weary. So we're walking towards the door, following the guy in front of us.
All right.
So there's a guy to our left and a guy to our right.
Guy to your left, guy to your right. They are kind of so right now you guys are in that storage facility room. So there's kind of like rows of things and boxes around you. They have kind of the two behind a flanked to kind of like get to the sides while the Zabrak leads to the door. Basically, those two guys at the sides are kind of the Zabraks went through the door. The two guys to the side are kind of flanking or waiting for you guys to make your way through the door, and they're probably going to fall in behind you, as you assume.
So, is there a lock on the door? Like, does the door close?
The door does close.
So when the Zabrak goes out, I'm just going to walk up in front. I'm going to close the door, and then Val's going to turn around and go, Val says no.
Force disarm on the bong. Force disarm on the bong.
Oh my God,
So,
oh my
close the
God,
door. We're going into combat. All right.
That's absolutely fantastic. I would. Oh my God! Just
The hell?
close the door.
Let me throw up the map.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Man.
Let's
do this.
Let's
do this.
Worry, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Val, close this door.
You're pulling Malachi right now. It wasn't at the ship. It had to be here in the office. Okay. Or the storage room. Beautiful. All right.
Oh my God. I swear, Val is secretly a Looney Tunes character.
May have been some inspiration.
Oh, absolutely. I love that kind of stuff. Alright.
Let me get you guys on there. Yeah, you guys see the door close shut. On the other side of the wall, on the other side of the door, I should say, is the Zabrak mercenary, leaving the hooded one, and the rest in with you guys. So let me make sure you guys can see the map. Oh. Oh, weird. My computer's loading like super slow today. Perfect. So you guys should be able to see the map. Let me switch it for the audience too, so you guys can see that as well.
And so, just because I finished watching Ahsoka, and so I'm inspired. I guess for I don't know if it matters in game, but thematically, I guess I would do the old Ahsoka, just slash the door, and apparently it closes permanently. So,
Malachi cannot see the map.
Yeah, it's black.
I see darkness.
Oh, you guys can see it? Oh.
The darkness.
It's okay. I have blind sight.
That was all part of the plan.
There, you guys should be able to see everything now.
All right, so I would be up here, I assume.
Yeah, so you guys would be up there. One of the mercs over there.
Now I gotta remember how to do initiation. There's a button.
Let me
Who's
add
this
some
guy?
padding to this screen as well. Yeah, so actually, let me get an initiative going for this. Well, actually, maybe add the padding because he's going to need to be in there too. All right, yeah. So everybody, give me initiative rolls. So you guys see this all happening, flanked by the two other of the Yuzon Vong and the Exchange Merc. You see them kind of all like blasters ready. You see the Yuzon Vong Amphistaff curl out as Val shuts the door on the Zabrak on the other side. You all are on a hostile planet of the Exchange, kind of surrounded by hostile forces. Let's see how you guys are handling this. So yeah, give me initiative. I'll get the other guys in there.
My token's not on the board.
Did I put you in? Did I put somebody twice?
There's this Zero Factory guy
Oh.
right here.
Yeah, I accidentally put in what's his name. So, oops, did not mean to delete everybody. There you go.
Nice.
I think I deleted everybody's initiative. I did. So everybody, reroll for initiative. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I got a 21.
We'll alter. Yeah, we can alter.
It's not 21.
We'll take your first roll for it.
24. Wait. Oh, no, 20. Nice.
So Vars, you got a 21 on your first roll, right?
That's correct.
All right. C4, you weren't able to roll, right?
No, I was able to roll. I got a 24.
Oh, on the first one.
Malachi has a 16.
All right. Val, what'd you get?
My first one, 21.
21.
Or no, I'm sorry. I didn't roll once. Never mind. 19. That was Vars.
Easy mistake to make.
Perfect. So C4, you are kicking this off. What are you doing?
Main action: hacked communications.
All right. What's that?
As an action, I can target anyone within 60 feet that I can.
Can't see them.
See. Ow!
No.
Oh no!
Foiled.
Foiled again. Is that door soundproof?
Oh, not soundproof.
Damn. Well. Actually, before I do that, yeah, I got the speed. Would I be able to open and close the door?
Hello there. Goodbye.
Hello? Open door, hack communication, close door.
Fortunately, he did slash, so it would take an action to open the door.
Damn. Still gonna get over here. Going to, let's still hack communications, these two then. Not sure if the
Right.
Vong's got, communicating, but still. Constitution saving throw. And on a failed save, the communication devices are disabled until rebooted.
He will fail.
All
That
right.
news on Vong doesn't have any electronic communications on him.
Let me get the dice real fast. Alright, and then plus maneuver modifier, which is intelligence. Six sonic damage.
Nice. How does that all look as you do that?
He quickly takes his wristpad, starts tapping in it very quickly, realizes, oh, I can't hack into that guy. Goes up to the door. Oh, this has been permanently closed with a slash. Turns around, goes to hack the other people. Oh, that's a Vong. He does it anyway, because he was already in the midst of it. Sunk cost fallacy. And as he sees there's a Vong here, there's an audible slight scream from him. A slight and
and
he's
they still
going to
take the
be
damage
casting
even
a
if
spell.
they pass. Or, I mean, even if they don't have a communication. So let me roll that for the Vong, too.
Hey,
So he'll fail?
he fails.
Yeah, so you see him kind of holding his ears as the sonic blast goes out.
And going to use another one here, fast access programs, which bonus action for a tech power, and that tech power is going to be debilitating gas. Oh,
How are you doing this one?
Vars has a sealed suit, right?
Vars does. Oh, no, yeah, Vars isn't wearing his helmet right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yep. Figured I'd, throw a curveball at him and just show my face.
Right there. Just to screw with that Vong in particular.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess I'm not going after that Vong.
Oh wait, damn, I should have asked this before.
Now you're fine.
No, I was thinking, is that door airtight?
Yeah, not enough for it to leak through to incapacitate him. So probably some could get through, but not enough to really debilitate him, unfortunately.
I see. Either way, that shall be C4's turn.
You could, if you wanted to, place it that way and try to blow a hole through the door.
So if you put it in front of the door, if the door opened, would it immediately spread outward?
Yeah, I think so.
Sam.
All right, let me.
Except we're all standing right there, but other
I
than
was-
that,
There's no way to get it in front of the door without getting down.
Basically everyone.
If you,
C4 would
if
be
you
fine.
want me to attack you, you should put it at the door.
A glorious death now. That's gonna keep it right on this Vong.
All right. Sweet. So yeah, you guys hear this screeching kind of sound blast followed by actually, how does the gas look as it comes out, C4?
It is, as said before, it is a canister meant to basically disable, cripple, and to confuse. That is marketed for taking out various weeds.
Part of the Gardner line. Part of the...
Yep, just Zerka brand. Just like a flashlight. I think that's Chucklenuts.
You see that gas begin to spread, losing sight of the Yuzon Vong amongst the mist. And Vars, you are up. So you see this mist surrounding you. You see a merc in front of you, holding his ear as his headset was blared out. You know there's a merc behind the doors. What do you do?
How hard would it be to get his helmet back on?
Oh, your helmet back on? We'll say a bonus action.
All right, I'll take it. Bonus action. I'm gonna murder that Vong.
Hell yeah.
All right, so bonus action, don the helmet, and then I'm going to have Vars run in there, and
It is obscured, so you will have disadvantage, but you can definitely make some
no,
choices.
never mind. The hell with that. He can come to me. I don't want to fight with that. All right, so let's go show this guy a good time.
All right.
Gonna put that Trandoshan blade to good work and give it a roll. And before you say yay or nay, I'll throw it on. I'll throw out a precision attack just because I really want to hit this guy.
Lay it on him.
Okay. I'd like to throw out a precision. Come on, man. There we go. Okay, so it's not rolling just yet. Never mind. Let's.
Yeah, just roll. What is it? A D6 or D8? Right? D6.
D6.
Yep. Solid.
Hey.
Definitely a hit.
All right. Going back to inventory and. I feel like that should be more.
It didn't add your strength modifier for some reason.
Yeah.
And the strength mod got the strength of 19, so
So plus 4?
yeah.
It was enhanced, wasn't it? The +1?
And yes, it is. That's frustrating. I'm like, what the hell, man? This is supposed to be awesome.
Sweet.
Okay.
13 damage.
Well, that definitely hits. Looks a little hurt off of it.
Okay. One more swing. Okay, hoping a 16 does it.
16 does hit.
All right, let's see damage.
Sweet. 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
He's still standing. Definitely looks bloodied. How'd your 2 hits look, or how'd they go off for you?
Well, just okay. Well, I guess it's fighting time. Put the helmet right back on. Sees the nasty gas that sprung up right in front of him. He's like, all right, well, I will take on the guy behind me. Very abruptly runs up, gives him a slash upward, and then a horizontal slash, and is kind of surprised to see he's still standing. But you do what you do.
Sweet. Yeah, so you see he's bloodied and battered, but still standing. And who is he up next? Oh, let me pull my little combat here. So who's the merc that's going up? It is him. Yeah, so you see him kind of like shaking as you kind of first fry his comms. You see him kind of reach for his ear, hear him kind of mutter some words to no effect. And you see him pull out his like kind of like a little blade in his gauntlet, and he tries to knife you twice. He should have had advantage on that first one, but either way, he misses both his attacks. You see him kind of reaching out, trying to knife through you, but fortunately, you're faster than him, and the one blow that looks like it maybe land well, your armor just takes it and just blanks it aside.
All right.
You see him with his last bonus action. He is going to reach into his pocket. He is going to try to throw a grenade. He can throw that 35 feet. So you see him throw this grenade out.
Oh no.
You three make a what is it? A DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Let's see. DC 13. Oh. Oh no. How do I do a saving throw rather than an ability check?
If you click on dexterity, it'll ask you. And also, it should have, I configured it, but did it pop up on anybody's screen ask you to make a saving throw? No? Okay.
No.
All right. So Val, C4, succeed. Malachi fails.
I will cast a spell. Or rather, a tech power.
What are you doing?
Element of Surprise.
Oh, nice. All right.
And I'm going to be doing that one at second level. Put that on there. And let's see here. You must make a dex save or take 3d10.
You'll fail. Give me that 3d10. Solid.
Jeez.
Finish him.
You know, C4 sees the grenade go down, and he looks completely just insulted. Exchange brand grenade? And he would say something, but he's a little worried someone's listening, so he'll just, as that's going off, with a disgusted look on his face, just bring out a Zerka brand, what's a good thing that spews fire? Dang, I should have thought about this.
Just go classic flamethrower.
It's just classic flamethrower, honestly. Yeah, just pops that out. Definitely not Mandalorian style. And burns.
You see, like, it happens like for most of you guys, Vars, you see this like in rapid succession. You see this guy try to knife you, you're far too fast, too strong for him. You see him reach into his pocket, and like you think he's gonna try to throw it at you, but you see him hurl it over your head. This grenade that goes off in like a flash with electric energy racing out through it. Val and C4 prove pretty quick to dodge out of the side, but unfortunately Malachi is caught in its grip, and you see him kind of shocked and then left in the stunned position. But you see right as that goes off, this flamethrower bounce from C4 and just burn that poor human to the crisp. You smell like roasted human and just charred armor and plastic in front of you as he goes down.
That was for lightning damage. Hold on. I might have messed this up. I believe I have disadvantage for things that have
Oh
lightning
shit, yeah,
damage.
you're Droid, yeah.
Yeah,
So
hold
you go
on.
next
Wait
then.
a second. He might still be alive. Oh, shoot!
So
Alright.
I'll give you a point for inspo for pointing that out. If you want to make it even, you can do so. If not, we'll roll the scene back and you guys will have 3 inspo instead of 2.
Can I get those tech points back since I was stunned?
Yeah, so if you want to roll the scene back and you take you'll get 3 inspo, and you guys will you can roll back your tech points too.
And just on clarification for that, what you're saying is that if we use the inspo we just got now, it would essentially negate the disadvantage, and it would still Yep.
Basically negate the disadvantage on that one. So he would be unstunned, the guy be dead.
Actually, you know what? I want to see Val and Malachi get their licks in this time. So I'll stay with the stun. I'll stay with the stun.
All right.
Reap what I
Perfect.
said.
C4 fails, so that is off too. All right. So you guys see, like, well, let me roll this back a little bit. So you guys see everything you saw before. This guy trying to stab Vars and fail utterly, throwing the grenade, the electric going out. But you see C4 and Malachi caught in its grasp. You see the electricity running through C4's droid body, and you see the gas slowly begin to fade, and the Yuzon Vong within, angry, scarred up, and his amphistaff like bearing, come into crystal view.
Oh, that was worse than I expected.
Val, you are up.
So Val sees the lightning go off, quickly kind of dips to the side to dodge it, sees the gas fade, and then you just see Val smile as he can clearly now see the Yusong Vong. And he's going to charge right at him.
Nice.
And he is going to... let's see, what is the... I think it is charging attack. So I think I make an attack. If it hits, I'm pretty sure I get to use that. So I will do a flourish as a bonus action. Make sure I got the right one. So I'll draw my weapon, so I get a +1 crit range as my Blade Master feature, and then I'll burn my bonus action to try to give myself advantage.
Nice.
So it's a sleight of hand versus a charisma. I make a sleight of hand check, contested by an insight check.
Oof.
And so sleight of hand.
Nice. That was worked for a bit.
All right. So I get advantage on my attack. And I'll just use... Yeah, it's been a while. Now I got to figure out where all my stuff is again. My hooked vibroblade. Whoop. I swear I pushed the button.
Check to see if you have your thing covered. It may have asked you if you wanted advantage or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me just close that and try this from here.
Yeah, I found pop out just across boundary, if that's what you're using, doesn't work well.
Oh, okay.
Not
All right.
in both the Star Wars 5e one, Pathfinder, it just like it glitches.
Yeah, no biggie. Okay. We'll do an attack with advantage. Ooh. And I get my feature, so when I attack with advantage, I get to roll one more time.
Oh, solid. All right.
So 1d20. Tens. So an 18 hit.
Luckily, an 18 hits. How does that all look with the fate, the slash, all that going on?
That was a lot.
That was a lot going on there. Yes, this is actually true. So he's going to kind of smile. He's going to charge in. He's going to kind of go low as if he was going for a sweep of the leg and then come up through him and then kind of put his body into it for a charge attack. Which actually, this is funny. This has worked out. I have the Nagai Edge. And so if I roll the same number twice in an attack with advantage, I do extra damage. I did not think a 10 would hit.
Cool, man.
Oh my!
It's one of those things you're like, this is never going to happen.
And yet,
yeah, so I do one extra die worth of damage. So let me make my damage attack here.
Val is very
Damage,
skilled.
normal. And then I'll do another 1d8. Oh, man. All right, so 12, and then I'll do a charging attack. My rolls are just awesome.
It's all working still. What's charging attack again? I'm blanking on that one.
Yeah, I'll throw the info up. If you move at least 10 feet towards your target,
Okay.
you expand an superiority die, which is d6, causing the target to take additional damage equal to the result and forcing it to make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is knocked prone. So 1d6 extra. And so we go. So 12, 14 damage, and he is prone.
Oh, what's your DC?
Oh, he rolled an 18 save. Okay, yeah, he's good. He's good. Let me see what my save is. It's on here somewhere.
Under power.
16. Yeah, it's a 16 on the save, so he's good.
Sweet. You cut into him, but you still have another attack, right?
Yep, and so I'll make one more attack. This one will be without advantage. Attack. Normal. And that will miss.
Yeah, unfortunately, you see his kind of Vondom crab armor just take the blow, and he's grinning at you. Like, you heard him, but you definitely see somebody that kind of reflects your same almost inner spirit there. He is looking forward to this fight.
Yeah, so I'll come up and try for the charging attack, and I just like bounce off. Like, I clearly expect that to work, and as I bounce off, I'll just quick like swipe for my second attack.
You see him kind of spit his alpha staff. He gives you kind of a slight nod as you see a bit of blood trail off of him, and then you see him just whip that alpha staff. Actually, what's he gonna do first? Oh, he's gonna do that first. So you see him whip his alpha staff around like in a circle. You see the snake head flare as it kind of spins, and you see a blot of poison that comes spitting towards your eye. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Right. So save normal.
Solid. You see, he kind of dodge aside. The poison flies past you. He gives you actually another nod of respect as you dodge aside from that blast. And then he comes in hard with a downhand strike. The snake head just flaring. You easily evade it. He follows it up with another. All right, I think your AC is higher than 15, right?
20.
So I tried to click on you before. I remember that. No, yeah, nice. 20. Yeah, so you see he kind of throws those blows around, but luckily you're able to easily avoid them and emerge unscathed as this Yuzon Vong unleashes upon you.
And so Val will give him back a little bit of a nod as just an indication this is an even match.
So you see he kind of like grimace, like he's bleeding, but he seems unhappy with himself, but happy with the situation he's found himself within, if that makes sense. But yeah, so Malachi, unfortunately, you are stunned, but you are no longer stunned at the end of your turn.
Oh, it's time for this guy. Just like, weird that the door's malfunctioning.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. So you guys hear, and let's kind of give a little recap for what this poor the Zabrak has kind of gone through. So you guys were saying, hey, we're gonna go see Big Boss Drac. He leads outside the door. Val slices through the control panel. Then, like, all hell breaks loose. So he has heard C4 unleash a gas canister as well as this little sonic barrage through comlinks. He's heard, probably didn't hear too much because Val used a Vars used a vibroblade, so that was pretty quiet. Merc used his hidden knife blades, that was quiet too. But then that Merc threw a grenade, and shock electricity flew everywhere, which is followed by Val and the other guy fighting, which isn't too loud, but definitely clear sounds of combat have gone through. You hear him kind of wrap his fist onto the door. You hear him speak, "We're under attack! We're under attack! Intruders here!" And then you see him lift up the door and kind of emerge into view. And that is his action to lift the door. He has calm, but you guys are up. C4? Oh, C4, you are stunned. You are no longer stunned. Vars, you are up.
Actually, you know what? In hindsight, weren't we supposed to kill Boss Drek?
Oh, you guys don't have to kill Boss Drac. I think you guys wanted to do it like as a little kind of extra criff you, but that wasn't what the Huts. The Huts wanted to kill the Yuzon Vong and convert the captain.
Got it.
Nice, that'll hit.
All right. Not sure why it's not including the strength bonus, but
Oh.
No worries, but that is enough with the. What's your strength actually?
19.
Anything you can do to that one.
Plus 10 and then plus 1, so that's 11 damage.
All right. I can.
Oh, is that 11 damage? No, he has a plus 1 in there. Yep. No. Yeah. So it'll be 10.
It's 11. Plus 4 and then plus 1.
No, the plus 1 showed up. It was 3d4 plus 1.
Yep.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I don't know. You are a warrior. Warriors have maneuvers.
I mean, I could
Something.
just. Yeah, let's. You hit a creature, you expand the bounce. You can add it to damage. Yeah, whatever. I'll trip him.
I'll be out. The math matters. The math kind of matters here. 11's enough to kill him. So if you could do anything, pretty much, it's enough to kill him.
All right. So, you're right. This whole pop out thing is just not playing nice, I think.
You know what I found out I had to do is I couldn't click on like the normal. There's like a little die button. I had to click on the ability, and then it would drop down. Do you want to do an attack or do you want to do damage? And I had to click on those icons. That's what it was. That was slowing me down there.
Oh, that's so weird. Well, I'm doing trip attack.
All right.
That show up? No, it did not.
Either
I'm
way,
gonna subtract the superiority die. Let's just say I give it a little bit more oomph in my slash there. I'll try the superiority die to knock him down. All right. Val's very proud. So let me see if. I don't think he wants me interfering with that. That's not how you measure.
You'll just hear Val say, "Help the non-warriors."
He would? Yeah, 100% would. Okay.
I forgot that Vars has earned a begrudging amount of respect from Val so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're both stunned, and yeah, screw it. Time to close the distance. I'll run up to there. Or have Vars run up to there. And let's go ahead and give this guy a slash. And hope that it does as well or better than the other one. Attack. Yeah. Is it one superiority die? I forget. Per attack?
Per attack, yeah.
Okay. Why not? Let's burn another one. Right? Let's just bring it down to 4, and let's throw in precision attack. That's 1d6. For a whopping 16. Is that enough?
I think it's just enough. Yeah, just enough.
Just enough. All right. I'm going to try loading this up in a different browser as soon as this is up. So damage. It's normal. Yeah.
Sweet. 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, you cut into him. You see kind of part of his armor break away. Zabrak looks shocked to see his buddy kind of get cleaved down, but he's definitely looking determined.
And I'll throw in the bonus action from Sentinel Mastery.
All right.
And in case it becomes relevant, we'll see. But you never know. Okay, and I'm gonna refresh.
That guy is dead. Val, you are up.
All right. So I'm gonna see that Var's already like dispatched his guy, and you can see that Val like is now fighting with some tempo because he's like I'm behind, and so he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna do a flourish to try to get advantage. So it'll be a sleight of hand contested versus I think it was insight.
Solid. Yeah, you stopped on
Right.
that.
Yeah, so I'll attack with advantage here. Attack, advantage. Nice, so 25, and I'll roll, I guess, just to see if I can get the either a crit.
Yeah, because you got a pretty good crit range, if I remember right. In those 10s, like every time you roll that extra one, it's a 10. But luckily, that'll hit.
Yep, so hit with some damage here. Nice. And because I'm behind, I think I have... Nope, I don't have anything else. Okay. And then I'll make a second attack. Oof, that's gonna whiff. And then I will just go ahead and burn my action surge. I just want to make sure I didn't use it already. I don't think I would have.
Yeah, I think you had a short rest for sure before this. You guys hadn't had any combat so far
Okay.
on this planet.
Yeah, so I'll burn action surge and I'll take 2 more attacks here.
All right.
Oof. Is that a hit?
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Oh no. Val's getting embarrassed here.
That just hits.
All right. All right.
Damn, it was pretty close to being evenly matched.
Pretty good damage though coming through.
Yeah, he's cutting him up. He's bloody now.
Yeah, so I'll just take like 4 quick swipes at him. You can see Val's kind of sweating a little bit from the effort. Like he can't keep this up, but can't let Var show him up like that.
You exerting yourself from the effort, your fur probably getting a little matted. You're able to cut into this Yuzon Vogue. He is bleeding. He looks determined, slightly angry at himself for his poor performance last time, but he does look like he's having the time of his life. You hear him utter a phrase that you've probably heard a number of Yuzon Vogue kind of utter around you. And basically, it roughly translates into glory to the gods for a worthy fight. And he's coming at you with everything he's got. You see he kind of reaches into his pocket and like hurls a bug at you. You see this big kind of tanky looking bug come hurling at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Ooh. Uh-oh.
All right. That bug, the thud bug, collides right into your chest, sending you to the ground, prone. And you'll take... Oh, where'd it go? 10 kinetic damage as that
Alright.
thud bug collides and you are knocked prone. You see him kind of spinning his amphistaff, kind of a little bit of satisfaction playing across his face. Oh, why didn't that ask me if I wanted advantage? I'm going to roll that one more time, see if that gets advantage. So that'll hit. Luckily, no crit. For 14 damage on the first.
What was the attack roll? Sorry.
21.
I'm actually going to use my, as a reaction here, I think I can do it prone. I can add my, let's see, what is Duelist Mastery here. That's the last one there. Hits you with a melee attack. You can use your action to add your proficiency bonus to that attack. So that'll actually bring it to 23 for that attack, and the first one will miss.
Solid. Yeah, so you see him like try to bring the blade down on you, but luckily you're able to avoid it. You see him reach back again, trying to slash at you, and see if he is able to connect. That'll hit. I'm sure it's not asking for advantage. Let me see a crit. No crit. Even unfortunately with the block up, you see this one does zip past your defenses, but luckily for way less damage. So you take 8 kinetic damage as he kind of slashes that amphistaff down into you. And Malachi, you are up. You are no longer stunned. What are you doing?
I kind of wake up from being stunned, and I look over in the direction of the dead guard because I'm like about to mess him up, and I see he's dead, and then I turn towards the bong. I'm immediately going to cast Force Shunt on him. So I guess I did the damage roll, but the DC is 16, of course. So he takes no damage, and that pisses me off. So I'm going to use one of my 3 superiority die short rounds to change a first level or... no, it has to be first level or higher. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to do this. What is that? What level is that? Force throw? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Force throw on him as a bonus action. And I'm gonna throw him into the wall to the left there, across from Val. Come on.
You will succeed. The Vong are particularly good at avoiding. You can see that pull on him, but he just resists. With it being unnatural to the Force, it makes it a little bit stronger, a more difficult task to move him.
Yeah, and after those 2 attempts, I am going to... why can I not move myself? That's weird. There we go. I'm going to move to here. And that's my turn.
Perfect. So yeah, you all you see kind of the Vong resist the throw. You see the Zabrak again. His buddy just got cut down by Vars. The Yuzon Vong is bleeding and kind of going at it with Val. You see him kind of raise his hand to his ear again. He makes eye contact with each of you. He goes, "We have a scarred up man, a Tagorian. We have a cloaked figure." Weird vocal tones. You see him kind of give descriptions for all of you all, as well as the Mandalorian. You got your full helmet on now. You see him look at you and go, "We've got Vars. Vars is on planet." And they give out the description to the crew. You also see him look behind this row of shelves at the end, and he says, "Vex is also crying in the corner." Over and out. And you see, like, he is going to try to dip out. So, you three, attacks of opportunity.
All right. Oh, it didn't. It did not roll.
That'll hit for C4.
Oh, it did go.
Fortune Malachi will miss.
Wait, disadvantage?
And then Vars. Yeah, you don't have disadvantage. Unless there's something for yours I'm not remembering. And Vars, that'll just hit. Or actually, that'll hit.
All right. He doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, Sentinel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. After Burger, is it just the 8 damage, or do you have something that adds extra damage for it?
No.
Oh, that was if you're using it as the martial version versus the one-handed version, right?
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Yeah, he is barely on his feet at the moment. He's bleeding. He's swaying. You kind of cut off his escape bars, kind of slashing into him, wounding one of his legs. He is looking like just confused and hurt. But you see kind of a small bit of the Zabrakian warrior determination take over, and you see him just hidden blade out. Varzi is going for you. You see him just slash out twice, trying to put a dent into your Beskar Garm before you all put him down. But you're far too quick for him, and he's just clanking against your armor. And you see fear, regret, and just kind of an utter poodoo face go over him as he realizes that death is probably coming to him and coming quickly. C4, you're up.
All right, slash. Oh, it automatically rolls on that. Just one-handed, so no 13 there. 5 damage.
He is up, but barely.
And slash. Damn.
Yeah, you cut through him. He's bleeding. He's wounded. Still on his feet. Vars. Actually, C4, can you do anything else?
Yes, he can. Blast superiority dice here. Fast access programs. For the bonus action, and he is going to be casting a barrage. And let's see, 14 damage. He'll make sure this guy dies. 7 over to this guy.
All right, he'd have to make a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yep,
How's barrage working?
You know what? Actually, C4 is not going to interfere with this duel. All 14 into this guy.
So that's 4 different saves you have to make, right?
For barrage?
How does that work?
No, just one. That's how we rolled it last.
All right. Yeah. So he will. Because that'd be half damage. Yeah. Even though success, he dies. He fails. How does that look as he goes down?
Just point blank, just starts shooting those little rockets into him. Does not let him go.
The little whistling rockets come blasting out of C4, just burning this poor Zabrak down to the ground. And the only thing that's left is you see a pretty vicious-looking duel going on between Val and the Yuzald Vol. Val is on the ground, but still seems to look better than the Yuzon Vong. The Vong is bleeding. The Vong is hurt. But can Val put this away without needing the party's help? Val, you're up. Oh, actually, I can skip Bars.
Yeah,
Bars,
Bars
you're
up.
still up. Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to see this contest of skill. Yeah. Vars is going to close the gap. And yay, you know what? Thank goodness for that Trandoshan and his generous contribution to my arsenal. So
That hits.
all right. And another one for good measure.
That hits too.
That hits. Is he still on his feet?
Still on his feet. He is looking rough though.
Okay. The hell with it. I haven't burned my action surge, but I think I'm about to.
Kill.
Kill. Time to kill. Yep. Action surge. Consumed. Done. All right. So let's go for 2 more swings of that big boy claymore.
That
27.
hits. Finish him.
All right. So just from over there, he sees the fight going on, and he's pretty confident that Val has it, but we don't have time for this. Just runs over there and dispatches the Vong, as he's done with so freaking many over the, what is it, year now?
Yeah.
God, he's
He's
just
over a year for Vars.
God, he's so damn tired of killing Vong. But another one down.
As you put it down, you hear the Vong kind of just grabble out, like just barely like blurted out as his last breath. It's usually on Vong, but I think Vars, you speak it. Val, you guys have probably heard this phrase enough to translate it through. It basically goes without honor. And
I'll punch him in the friggin' mouth. There you go. Take your last words with you.
Alright, the moment combat's over, C4's going to be doing something immediately. He's going to be casting a power. Mutate and augment onto himself.
Okay.
And he's choosing that I did not post the info, sorry about that. He's going to be choosing the Alter Self effect. Now, with Alter Self, he can change his appearance, but also his voice.
Okay.
And he's going to be turning into that Zabrak we just downed. And he's immediately grabbing the wrist with the communicator, or the ear, whatever it is, taking it, activating it, and basically saying, false alarm. These nerf herders just put on Vars' armor. They thought doing a prank would be funny. And, well, Vex wasn't crying, he was laughing. We got a few shots here, taking them down to the infirmary. Slight delay. Drunkards. And he'll end that off.
Nice. So I'll give you your choice. This could be a decently hard check. Deception, performance, DC 17.
17. This is definitely deception.
You have 2 inspo.
Didn't we have
Wait.
3?
Wait.
Oh, 3. Sorry, yeah, 3 inspo.
Yeah.
Damn it. I used it at some point. Defiant. Never mind.
May I use that inspo I earned earlier?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Alright. Damn! Almost 17. There's gotta be something I have to add on to this. Dang. This is a stretch, but
would it be applicable? The feat is completely different. Has nothing to do with skill checks.
Unfortunately,
No,
it doesn't apply there.
Is there a maneuver that allows you to help an ally with a skill check?
No, you'd
Scholar
have
has
to.
some.
They do exist.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, everybody does now, but yeah, there was one that used to be the scholars. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't even know if this is possible, but I have a feature that allows me to change my fighting style. If I theoretically changed it to maneuver, which would give me an extra maneuver and I think an extra die, could I pick that up and use it? Or are we like way out of the realm here?
I don't know, though. So with that feature, can you just what's the timing on that?
Object interaction.
Oh, object interaction. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll say it's possible. We're gonna put it behind the roll. So we'll say if you roll above a 14 on that side, you'll be able to get that in and be able to kind of get a useful maneuver in time to save to help C4 make the sale.
All right. No.
It was a nice plan, but not all things come to bear
Yep.
fruit.
That's true. The dice spoke.
You hear kind of across the line for like a moment, like just static of the comm line, and it goes, copy, sending reinforcements your way, hold position in the market, we'll check everything out, and we'll get to the infirmary afterwards, sending med. We'll also send some med techs your way to patch anybody up that needs it immediately. But hold position.
For a moment, C4 just goes like, damn. And he thinks for a moment. And keeping the comm link off, he looks to anyone else like, any ideas?
I think we've overstayed our welcome.
Perception here.
Sorry, go ahead. What did you say, Tiki?
Who has the highest passive perception? Well, actually, I think there's a thing I can look up on here to see that.
Hey.
I don't think anybody's wisdom base. Val, what's your passive perception? Val Vars. I think you probably, or Val Vars and Malachi could probably all be the passive perception.
I have 16.
13.
13. Yeah, my perception's 3, so 13.
Malachi, you notice the the cut up Merc. You see his comm begin to flash, kind of a red, like alternating between red, gold, red, gold, red, gold, red, gold. Not like a comm, like you almost it seems like a silent alert has gone off.
I will force pull it to me immediately. Do I happen to know what that means?
You probably suspect that based on an alarm has been set. You don't see your kind of like sirens going off. You don't see this, but you do see kind of a connected comm link after that last communication start to blink an emergency signal.
So as soon as it gets to my hand, I'll kind of just turn it and then I'll look at everybody else. I think our reinforcements are not going to be too friendly. We've overstayed our welcome. We should probably leave.
An observation.
Well, I guess we should just continue on our way, try to get to the Erdonian mutts.
They're going to have eyes around this location. We'll have to move stealthily. I have a little bit more juice left in the tank. Allow me. And he's going to cast. C4's going to use what Lily's got left to cast. Smuggle.
Nice. I'm gonna throw just a second wind. So you'll see Val kind of roll over, spit on the ground, kind of gather himself, get back up, And then he's got his smirk back on, and he's like, Vars, why did you interrupt a duel that I was winning? And then he'll run out the door.
For the sake of hell, this damn cat. He's gonna take the helmet off and make his way. How messed up is the helmet on this guy over here? The dead fella.
Not too bad.
Screw it. Vars will grab it, and if it doesn't sting too bad, put it on, or if even it fits.
It fits. It does stink.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Ugh. Off we go.
Perfect. So you, Vars, you go through, take your helmet off, put another one's on. C4, you work your Zerk attack to help disguise the group. You see this alarm signal going off. You hear kind of noises kind of from the outside, muffled shouts of surprise and complaints. And we're going to get into a little bit of a skill challenge. This is going to be a decent one as you guys see if you can try to and actually, what are you guys trying to do? Are you trying to make the rendezvous with your Rhodian mutts? Are you trying to retreat? What's the group's goal here?
Definitely rendezvous. At least that's what C4 is voting for.
Yeah, I mean, mission's still on, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to do a skill challenge on this side. See if you can evade these exchanges. You are on a hostile planet. Your descriptions have been called out. The hunters are coming. They're looking for you. They're ready to fight. This is going to be a decently hard skill challenge. We're going to give you a C4 gave you the smuggles. We're going to give you a +2 bonus to your rolls on this one. But you are going to need to get 6 successes before 3 failures. With the failures, bad things will happen, and we will see how everything goes. And I will say with this one, there will be always we usually do kind of damage or something points cost with the failures. There will be narrative implications for each failure on this one as well. But we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to grab a new drink, and we are going to come back and see how that goes. What time is it? 8:37. We'll be back at 8:42 and kind of see how everything plays out. Welcome back, crew, to part 2 of our session 5 of Occupation. The crew on the break was talking about the benefits of comm jammers to credit price, but the crew unfortunately did not have a comm jammer. They are on the hostile world of Dom Bradan, and they've been spotted. With Vars putting on his signature Mandalorian helmet and having been such a large figure in the galactic resistance, as well as the other person's features being described over the comms, the exchange is looking for our party. They're on Dom Bradan. They're in a hostile cityscape with pretty much everyone against them. But they're trying to make their way to the Aroidian Mutts, continue along the mission, and see if they are able to bring the Mutts over to their side and continue the fight. With this, we're getting into a skill challenge. It's going to be 6 successes before 3 failures. The DC for this would have been 17. Luckily, Smuggle with C4 is bumping that down to 15. So you guys will need to get 6 successes before 3 failures. And I said it before, but I do want to say it again. Failures will have a mechanical cost, but these ones will impact the narrative as well. With each one kind of getting progressively worse, and 3 failures is going to be something bad. But with that, I'll kick it off. You guys start to hear kind of shouts of surprise and people as they kind of you hear rustling as people look to their comm units and start to see this red gold pattern that keeps flashing back and forth. You guys know that your cover has been blown. You've been spotted. How are you all proceeding and making your way towards the Aroidian Mutts without being spotted?
Malachi, for one, is going to put his mask back on because screw it. And as we exit out and we start beginning our trek in that direction, I'm just gonna I guess for this check it'd be perception. I just want to check to make sure that the alleyway or wherever we're exiting and going into is clear, and wait for that exact moment to make sure that we avoid as many eyes as possible. And go undetoured in the direction we need to.
Perfect. Give me a perception check. Just enough. Solid. You kind of reach out with the force in your own senses, and you're able to find just that clear moment to escort the group outside of the warehouse and into kind of a back alleyway. You start to hear the kind of the running, the thud of running troops, and even start to hear hover cars being enabled. But luckily, you have not been spotted. You've gotten the troops out. You've got 1 success out of 6 and 0 failures. What's the crew doing next?
All right.
Would
sorry,
we
go ahead.
know if like the tracking device, or I'm sorry, if the comm would also be like a tracking device, so they'd be able to like find out where the comm was?
So they did say stay at your location, but you're pretty sure that it's not like tracking the comms. You probably just think he's reported that over.
Okay, gotcha. But there's no way for them to track like where the like their people are.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe so. You'd think it takes some. If they spent some good time on a good slicer, they could get it done, but not something that's easily able to be done quickly.
Okay.
I still have that comm link, by the way.
All right, so C4 is going to use a mixture of a couple different things he knows. From his memories and experience of working with the exchange as a mercenary way back, to his studies on the Yusan Wrong, mostly on how to avoid them, to the very short-term memories of the gang going through this bit of a shambled town. Just a little while ago, entering his droid databanks there, he would like to roll a lore check to find the best route possible to avoid most gazes, or at the very least to seem inconspicuous.
Okay, so kind of use your knowledge of their search pattern to see if you can kind of find through a path. Yeah, give me a lore check.
Lore. Uh-oh. I
Last stand.
We
Have-
gotta might as well burn inspo. We've got them.
Got two more.
all right. Lord,
There we go.
There you go.
for a second, it's just like, He considers just giving the party. Maybe I can get out of here just myself, earn some credits. But nah, he thinks better of it. Like, no, they'll just send more people to the Fonda station. And I like some of these ones. So he gives them the right call.
You guys see kind of C4 waver for a moment, his receptors flashing, but you do see him make that right call. You do see he kind of uses his knowledge of how the exchange holds search parties and kind of his experience with user Vogue and how they hold those parties. And he's able to kind of plot you a decent route part of the way. Excuse me, towards the Erodium Mutts without being noticed. That is 2 successes, 0 failures out of 6. What's next?
So Val will ask Malachi, the comm link, can you make that continuously broadcast on its own?
No, I have no idea how to do that. But perhaps a more technologically inclined individual could, and I'll look towards the droid.
And so mechanically what I'm trying to get at is I want to plan it on someone going the other direction. And if it's broadcasting like on like a car or like a some type of vehicle moving another way quickly, and if it's broadcasting, hopefully cause some type of confusion.
All right. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to easily you see some of the hover cars plotting through and easily able to stealth through and plot. Probably with a little bit of space duct tape, pull down that comm link and kind of plant it on the hover car. You see the car dart the other way. You see these units are starting to get more organized, more mobile, but you do see you kind of hear this buzzing noise. I can see how some of them hold their ears as their comm now kind of just reflects that echo, buying you guys some extra needed time. And you have 3 successes out of 6, 0 failures so far. Vars, what are you thinking of doing?
I'm trying to think of a way to avoid rolling, personally, but all right. Well, so athletics, right? That's the best thing I've got going on right now. I'm wondering if I could use that to kind of push through the crowd a bit, so to speak. So I imagine there's lots of people. And I don't know if I'm trying to... I don't know. I'm just trying to make a hole, so to speak, so we can just get through more clearly. Obviously, he's wearing that other helmet, so it's not obvious that it's Vars. But just trying to kind of... Does that... I feel like I'm making that a whole lot of sense.
No, well, part of it that does make sense. One thing I'll say right now, you guys are not kind of spotted with Malachi and C4. You guys did kind of plot a route that kind of kept you outside those crowds, but athletics definitely could work another way on that side if you wanted to try to urge your party along, kind of help pull the stragglers through and kind of keep your party moving at a good pace. Or,
yes,
but unfortunately, if you guys went to the crowds, that would be they'd spot you guys. Yeah. Vars looks different, but Malachi has his signature mask on, and they gave good descriptions of Val and C4.
Yeah, well, to be fair, C4 now resembles the Zabrak, right?
Oh, that's true.
No.
Oh, just a voice.
Concentration.
Oh, all right.
Had to give it up for the smoke.
Oh, that too.
Then in that case, let's use athletics to try to keep up the pace.
All right.
Try to create distance between us and where they think we are. Let's see how that
Athletics
plays.
for running and skill challenges, my beloved.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're okay. Unclench.
Yeah, you all are killing it. Vars, just consummate professional that he is working on the routes that C4 found, using Malachi's kind of observations, and just pushing this group along, keeping them on that path, especially with Val's distraction, buying the group a moment of distraction. You guys have gone through it. 4 successes out of 6, 0 failures. You
What's
guys are
Vex
clicking along.
contributing?
What's that?
What is Vex contributing?
Yeah, yes. So, quick question. He's not going to affect the skill challenge at all. Did you guys take Vex or leave Vex? I'm just curious.
C4 would have made sure we took this guy. If we did not get to sell
Poor dude.
him to the Vong to be a sacrifice and get some credits, C4 is making sure the party leaves with the consequences.
We
Okay.
took him because I have to atone and make sure that I fix him.
Oh!
How do I unbrain damage you?
It will be a good experiment. Good.
So you're going to use the Force to warp his brain into working, yes?
Nobody said anything about the Force.
That's more horrifying coming from the Sith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Vex has a fate worse than death, I'm fearing now. But yeah, he is following along, and Vars, you probably have to drag him part of the way, kind of hurl him along with the group, because he is definitely panicked. He was weeping in the corner when you guys were the last fight, and he is still weeping, but just being kind of like half running and half being pushed ahead. But you guys have 4 successes. And in the next round, you start to see some of those hover cars get in the air. You see boots on the ground. You see troopers, exchange forces, and even some of the Yuzon Vong patrolling the streets. You even start to see with some of the exchange, kind of like almost hiding it when they're around some of their Yuzon Vong compatriots, we'll say. But you start to see holograms. And Vars, you pick your face out not your face. It actually depends what Vars thinks his real face is, but you see your helmeted face popping up on those, and you start to see kind of almost like artist descriptions of the other 3 kind of popping up on those holograms. It's a dense field. There are people around. The exchange is hunting for you. You just need 2 more successes. You've got all 3 failures left. You guys are killing it so far.
So Val's going to try to run point and to try to kind of hide in the shadows a little bit so he can spot things before the group runs into them. So I'll stay up ahead and I'll try to stay out of sight as I do it.
Sweet. Give me a stealth check. Nice. Yeah, Val, you stick to the shadows. You've done assassinations for the huts. Sometimes you probably just yell out your challenge, but sometimes you've been good at staying in the shadows and hunting these people down. You keep the group hidden. You see the hover cars flying overhead. You see boots on the ground as the exchange forces get through, but you're very close to your rendezvous with the Aroidian mutts. You are 1 success away, 3 failures through. Who's next?
C4, damn.
How
Rock, paper, scissors.
How close are the nearest exchange forces that are hounding us down? Anybody within 30 feet, flying over, or on rooftops, what have you?
I'll say it's somebody within 30 feet.
Okay. I would like to force push somebody off of a roof or out of a hover car that's going by, and cause a distraction.
All right, give me either a deception check or charisma roll plus your proficiency.
Deception for sure. Okay.
Solid. Malachi, you're able to hurl one of the people off the roof, buying you guys just that last needed distraction to make your way towards the Iridium Mutt's ship and slip in unnoticed. With this, you guys got 6 successes, 0 failures. Congrats. Those failures are gonna be a little nasty. So yeah, congrats. You all make your way through. You see kind of the Iridium Mutt's ship as you come through and kind of this little makeshift shipyard. You see kind of like they're out there like pretty like not in force, but there's definitely more people outside guarding the ship and kind of alert than you think would need be. But as one of the guys kind of spots you all as you kind of make your approach in, you recognize him from the cantina, and he quickly kind of waves you on the ship. What do you guys do?
Board the ship.
Well, yeah, I
go.
mean,
So this was originally meant for the skill challenge, but as C-Force boarding the ship, can he also be hacking into those security broadcasts with Farz's face and artistic renditions of the party, and just play Zerker commercials instead?
Zerk officials. Give me a technology check on that. Or slicers if you have it.
He does have slicers, but I still don't know how to roll that exactly. So I'll roll technology, and can we call that slicers since I don't have a slicers check specifically? All right.
Nice. Yeah, you like as you're boarding the ship, you guys see like out of the corner of your eye in the distance, one of the exchange kind of like Vars and his Mandalorian armor kind of popped up on it. You see it kind of blur and kind of fuzz out for a second, and then you see kind of the Zerga emblem will pop up.
oh man, just struggling with addiction.
Taladici, his story is phenomenal. He's gone through the road of recovery.
Yeah, the Medici method has a proven track record of getting you off that spice and into a life that's nice.
And while you're on the road to recovery, we recommend you eat our fresh vegetables from the gardener. Watch his fights here. Circa cares.
Circa cares.
But you're able to board the Iridium Mutt ship, and you see like this ship, like for those who are like pilots or have kind of fought in a number of wars, this ship is decked out. It's a large class ship, kind of like almost like a Corellian Corvette, but it's been heavily modified. You see turbo lasers out of like turbo lasers upon turbo lasers. The armor has been like increased, like denser, like it's heavier than a Krillin Corvette normally was, but it still has those crazy oversized engines at the back. This is definitely a ship that is kind of made for quick and precise combat. It's something that can kind of go through and bombard something and then just dip out. And you see it kind of has the Iridium Mutt colors, kind of that blue and gold. And you see, as you guys kind of board the ship through the landing ramp, you see like almost looks like a little bulldog, but he is like iridium color. And for those who don't know or don't remember, iridium is like platinum in Star Wars. It's like one of the rarest, most expensive metals on that side. So you see kind of just a little emblem of this just platinumed out bulldog on their on the end of their landing ramp. But you do see the guy that you ran into the cantina goes, all right, just this way. We'll bring you to the captain. You guys know the whole Griffin planet's looking for you, right?
Yeah, we noticed.
A hazard of the job, I'm afraid.
Well, Cap has promised. We said we'd give an audience to you. Captain keeps his word, so we're not gonna turn you in. But doesn't mean he's gonna listen to you. But we don't back deal on contracts, if you understand.
Part of the reason why we're even here.
You see him kind of lead you through to kind of like this little this room, and kind of see like a hologram in the center. You'd probably guess this is where kind of the core command staff, at least aboard this ship, get their briefings. And you see kind of in the middle this human. He's got like deep blue and gold armor. You see that kind of same emblem with the Oroidian mutt on there. It's deep. It's scratched, it's cut up. It's one of those ones that kind of runs the mix of being battered, worn, and through some stuff, but actually well maintained and still kind of glossed and shined. It's one of those ones you like. He knows he takes pride in his armor. He wants to make it kind of gleam, but he wants everybody to know that he's not like somebody that's. He's been in a fighter too, and he wants to be clear. He's been in a fighter too. And you see him kind of come through there, and you guys find Captain Onama, Sven, and you see him kind of look at you guys. Got a little cigar in his mouth. And he goes, "Your Griffin know how to make an entrance. Boy said you had something you wanted to talk about. While you're here, you're safe. So say your piece."
All right. Well,
Any of you guys want to lead, or sure?
C4 is pushing Vars forward.
I will cast Affect Mind on the leader. It's undetectable. They don't know. Even if they succeed, they don't know. So,
Please do not.
even if they succeed, they don't know. I'll link it. I've read it.
Please do not use the fort. I feel like if someone this experienced in the galaxy had the force used on them in any capacity, he'd be able to detect it.
Are you using it?
Yeah, it's not like it's charming them. He's not gonna ask, or he's not gonna act in any different way. It just gives me advantage on charisma rolls.
So I will say, he won't know, but they will see your face, kind of see like your body concentrating.
Well, I've got a mask
Massive
on.
power.
So,
That's the body, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a risk. That's all I'm saying.
there's no silent cast here.
Yeah.
It is
is it
concentration.
concentration? It is concentration. Okay.
Unless you want to constantly be casting it. Just
oh
like,
man.
Come on.
So for my next level, I guess I'm taking whatever gives me charisma and persuasion because
You become the face of the party somehow.
wow. Yay, fighter face.
Monica has good stats on charisma, though.
So, Val will start this off. Why not? So Val will step forward, and he'll like kind of give like a little bit of a bow. He'll introduce himself, and he says, "I am Val. My what would he call the what would he call him? I don't think he'd give him a title. He would just say, Boss Granick. Oh, he's back.
Hey, bienvenue.
Oh no, you're breaking up.
boy.
It's very choppy.
Let me go out and come back in.
No, wait, yeah, that's
Oh, you're
good.
better now.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, it's better now.
Really weird because I'm Etherneted in. Yeah, I like lost everything for a second. So I heard you start your feast speech off. Got through Val.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So he'll give a little bow. He'll introduce himself. I am Val, Boss Granick for the Huts. A very generous patron would like to offer you credits in exchange for your services. maybe you can choose a side with allies such as myself and my comrades, and then he'll point to the rest of the group.
You'll be next. Right on.
I mean, we are working on establishing our own base of operations, a sort of collaborative effort between different factions, groups. I mean, you look around the forum.
is at the forefront of this chaos, as we should be. I will talk to my leadership, and we will divert what resources we can.
We'll make it happen.
Who would like to roll 1d2?
Who's been rolling bad? I've been rolling bad. I'll do it. 1d2 plus 1.
All
1d2
right.
plus 1. So,
You're welcome.
for 3 rounds, you guys won't be able to get your faction credit, or for 3 downtimes, I should say, you won't be able to get your faction credits and resources. But you do see kind of Anama look up, and you see him kind of give a small nod. He looks first to Granick and goes, "If the rest can provide the resources," and you see him kind of look to Val, "and if this warrior will put his own honor on the line to make sure it's happened, we'll take the deal. We'll relocate the Eroidian Mutts to find the station, and just make sure you got the credits and the resources, and we'll continue on our plan B, as it were. But we'll fight for you."
You, as your first action of this partnership, you want to lend us a hand at murdering a Vaughn commander?
No. You're
I
invited
would get
here
the
to discuss a
burn.
contract. I didn't shoot you all when you came in or turn you over. I'm not going to bite the hand that invited me here. You can see him look to Val and he goes, "You're right. I got my own sense of honor. And if you invite me somewhere under peace, or I invite somebody else to my place under peace, I'm not going to turn my blaster on them."
And Val would nod at that. Just a sign.
All right. Well,
At the least, Captain, since you know we already intend on taking this commander out, could we hitch a ride with you once the deed is done?
You see him kind of think about it, and he'll go, "We'll leave you a shuttle."
I can assure you we'll be as inconspicuous as our recent exploits.
Yeah. We'll leave a shuttle
If not
behind.
more.
the shuttle's plenty. Thank
You're
you.
more than welcome to take it, but we're going to dust off today.
Okay.
C4's gonna nod and simply say,
Well, luckily, we have Voss, who is an excellent stealther. Is that the word?
no, not Vars, sorry, Val. I meant to say Val. That was a mistake
Yeah.
on my side.
We have Val, who is an excellent stealther. Is that what you call it?
Val just assumed that's a word. He's like, "Yes, Val is the best stealther in the universe." Galaxy.
You're the most humble being I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, Val.
Val would just nod at you. Yes, Val is humble.
Yes, humility. It's wonderful.
Yes, Val.
About our tag-along Mandalorian, can we leave him in your care?
No, we're keeping him.
No.
Please!
No,
I'm gonna kill him, man!
just take him. Could you please take him to the Fonda station? From there, I intend to transfer him back to the Mandalorians. He's a turncoat.
And as you guys, we're having this, in-depth, heartfelt conversation, Bex was just sitting there just, alternating between quietly crying to laughing to just staring blankly in space. But you see the captain kind of just give a nod and go, "Yeah, we'll take the Criffer and we'll drop him off at the Fonda station."
Appreciate
What
it.
happened to him?
The road here was long and complicated.
Val is just gonna point.
You see him just give a very
Me?
good point to Malachi, a slow nod of understanding. He's worked for the Sith before. They
Yeah.
don't usually keep him alive afterwards, but
That's probably my doing. I don't know if I did the man a favor or not, but he's got crimes to answer for.
we'll take him in. We'll leave one of our shuttles behind. You all can even kind of spend the kind of a couple hours here recouping. But I'll pass on one last piece of intel. We're supposed to be meeting the commander in 4 hours once he makes his way planet side. You see him pass over a data pad with the coordinates. This is more than I'm usually willing to do, but this is where we were supposed to meet him at. So take a minute, clean up your wounds. You're more than welcome to stay on the ship until you do so. And then do what you got to do.
Well, thank you. Look forward to seeing you again.
You lot too. I didn't expect that from you crew, but a little loud for my taste. But if you all can kill that bastard and get off planet, definitely share a pint with you to find a station.
I'll hold you to it.
So you guys see kind of Granick and him kind of sign a digital contract for the Iridium Mutts. You all have learned the Iridium Mutts' allegiance, breaking them off from the Vong. You guys will have time for a short rest as well. They did provide you coordinates for where the Iridium Mutts and the Yuzon Vong commander Vrek Pell are supposed to meet. And that's kind of where we'll wrap today's session off. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys did well with that skill challenge. So you guys, like, after because you had some shitty rolls for the fight, but after the fight, you guys started just rolling like hot.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to like everyone here for each individual speeches. Absolutely fantastic. I
Sure.
applaud.
Yeah, back at you. Good stuff. Felt good.
Also, Val being a Looney Tunes character constantly is fantastic. None of us knew what to do there. We were all like silently panicking, just like. And then Val just comes in, just like.
Nah.
Val says no. Closes door. That was perfect. That was perfect.
However, next time we bring cum jammers. We bring 5. Why not? They're cheap.
But yeah, love the speeches you guys had. You guys like some great speeches for Captain Odama. I'm glad the roles supported those ones too. Start of the session, I was worried for the roles, and then you guys you cashed in your luck when it mattered. So that was fun.
I gotta say, Vars's one punctuated by the nat 20. Perfect.
Perfect.
Just nice way to wrap it up. I am so gonna take actor or whatever the hell it is gives persuasion after this because it's maybe I'll take it. No, I'm
I don't know why you guys are so worried. I have a +7 to so many things and high charisma.
You tried to affect mine.
I got affect mine for a reason.
Nice to meet you. I'm gonna dominate your mind. A pleasure. Subterfuge.
To be fair, that is a very Sith thing to do.
It's not that bad, but exactly, it's a very Sith thing to have taken advantage. But they don't know, so even if they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, it's not a charm.
Are any of yours in? Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
who else but Zucker Brand?
Listen, my perception, insight, and people skills are just top notch.
Yeah. So Val has -1 persuasion, which is also spot on because he's not going to persuade you. He's just going to tell you the fact. That's that.
I only tell the truth. Me too, the terrifying, horrible truth.
Now, the truth as he sees it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Val's completely honest, but he just has a little bit of a different view of the world.
Val scene.
Well, honestly, this was a session I was really worried about, you guys, especially after that combat.
Yeah.
Cause like somebody would like get that guy, like calm jam him or do something to him, but they got the word up. Oh yeah, you tried, but unfortunately the door was closed. But yeah, you guys came back on that side, and this actually will be a hard fight. But I'm not. I thought this was going to be because each of the different fail states got really progressively worse. So I'm glad you guys didn't get to one. So, well, with that, yeah. So next session will be the 7th. Well, 7th of November, as we wrap up this arc. Probably get into a little bit of downtime too, depending on how everything goes, the combat and how everything flows there. So definitely make sure you come back next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, for that, that's everything, folks. We'll see you all next time.